Have you ever had a conversation where both people left feeling misunderstood? Maybe you explained yourself clearly, yet the other person took it the wrong way. Maybe someone said something that hurt you, but later claimed that was never their intention. If communication seems so simple, why do misunderstandings happen so often? The first reason is that people do not hear words alone. They hear words through their own experiences, beliefs, emotions, and expectations. When two people hear the same sentence, they may not hear the same meaning. Imagine someone says, "We need to talk." For one person, those words may sound completely normal. For another, those words may immediately create anxiety. The words are identical, the interpretation is different, and interpretation often shapes emotions more than the words themselves. Another reason misunderstandings happen is because people assume others think the same way they do. We often believe our perspective is obvious. We think other people see the situation exactly as we see it. But every person views the world through a different lens. What seems clear to one person may seem confusing to another. Emotions can also affect understanding. When people are angry, afraid, stressed, or hurt, they often focus on protecting themselves rather than understanding the other person. A neutral comment may sound like criticism. A question may sound like an accusation. Strong emotions can change how messages are received. Sometimes people listen to reply instead of listening to understand. While the other person is speaking, they are already preparing arguments, explanations, or defenses. As a result, they miss important parts of what is being said. True understanding requires attention, and attention requires listening. Assumptions create many misunderstandings. People often fill in missing information with guesses. They assume they know what someone meant. They assume they know why someone acted a certain way. They assume they know what another person is thinking. The problem is that assumptions are often wrong. Questions are one of the best tools for preventing misunderstandings. Instead of assuming, ask. Instead of guessing, clarify. Simple questions like, "What did you mean by that? Can you explain that differently? Did I understand you correctly?" can prevent countless conflicts. It is also important to remember that communication involves more than words. Tone of voice matters, facial expressions matter, timing matters, body language matters. Sometimes the message people receive comes more from how something is said than from the words themselves. Being understood is something most people deeply want, but understanding others is equally important. Communication becomes stronger when both people are trying not only to express themselves but also to understand each other. In the end, misunderstandings happen because every person experiences the world differently. Different experiences create different interpretations. Different interpretations create different reactions. The goal is not to eliminate every misunderstanding. That is impossible. The goal is to remain curious, ask questions, and make a genuine effort to understand the person in front of you, because understanding often begins where assumptions end. Thank you all so much for watching.